Today I'm coming to you from the Flaming Gorge in Utah, and today I'm wearing a tether. And usually the only time I wear a tether is if it's me and my daughter alone on the boat. So, if I fall off the boat, I don't want the boat to sail away with her on it. So I always tether myself to the boat when I'm sailing with my daughter. On my lake, which is only about a mile wide, and there's not a ton of traffic, but there's always people on the lake. So I don't usually use a tether, but today, this is a huge lake, Flaming Gorge Reservoir. It's gigantic. The water is cold. I'm alone. I haven't seen a single boat yet today. It's a Monday. And, I just don't want to fall off the boat. So yeah, so I'm wearing my tether, and, even with light winds like it is right now, I've got the autopilot steering the boat. We're just moving at like 1.1 knots. But even so, if I fall off the boat, it's still going to be easier to get back on tethered than it is untethered. So, yep, tethered today. So here's my tether. It's a Kong, and it's got the 4-foot and the 6-foot, which is what I'm using right now in the cockpit, but I use the 4-foot when I go forward. And so I've got my jacklines, which is made out of webbing, and it's tied off to the horn cleats on the bow and the stern. Here you can see where my jackline is tied off on the cleat on the bow. And I just have a single jack line. It's on the starboard side, because usually when I go hove to, it's on the starboard tack. And so I go up the deck on the high side, which is the starboard side. And then I went ahead and ran it through the chain plate on the starboard side as well. And that's just to hold the jack line closer to the boat, so that if I do go over and put pressure on it, the line doesn't stretch and, go over the side with me. So it's nice and tight.
Ideally, the tether system is designed to keep you on the boat and prevent you from being dragged, but this isn't always possible in all areas of the boat and is especially a challenge on smaller boats. If you use webbing, you can put a few twists in it, which will make it easier to grab, especially if it's wet or if you're wearing gloves. In addition to a strong anchor point, a tether system also needs some type of harness. There are simple harnesses that provide no flotation, and then harnesses that are integrated into PFDs. I use the type that's integrated into the PFD. The tethers themselves should have easily operated self-closing shackles on the working ends, and then a quick release shackle where it connects to the harness. Some sailors will build their own harnesses, but harnesses that meet the requirements of the Offshore Racing Congress, International Sailing Federation, or ISO standard 12401 have been rigorously tested specifically for sailing and include safety features such as overload stitching and proper shackles. Tethers can be single or double. The advantage of the double tether is that it comes in 2 different lengths, short and long, for use in different parts of the boat. And then if you need to move around the boat and change anchor points, you can maintain better contact with the boat by connecting to the new anchor point before releasing the other tether on the old anchor point. All right, that's my quick intro to personal tethers. As always, I hope you found this helpful, and thanks for watching.